Hello and welcome, joining me on Twitch, joining me on YouTube. This is part 1 of my Saxe, my Wessex campaign for Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia. We're going to be playing on very hard difficulty. Victory objective wise, we're probably going to go for obviously ultimate victory, but we're going to go for complete conquest with this series. Unite all of the British Isles under one kingdom. As we're an English kingdom, our cultural features are the fjord, part-time soldiers pledged to leave their farms for military service each year, can recruit levy units based on the number of owned settlements. We have plus 25% commander's aura, all characters, and plus 5 melee skill for all units when defending all armies. Faction features for West Saxe is Witten. The Anglo-Saxon National Assembly meets to discuss progress and make new proposals regarding West Saxe's future, plus 5 XP for generals per turn, and they have strong armoured sword and spear infantry, impressive late-game cavalry. Other than that, campaign settings are all set to that stuff, so let's start the campaign. Right, I'll shut up during the cutscene, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Long have the Vikings raided our lands, but nothing prepared us for their great army. For a decade we fought them, the tide of battle ebbing back and forth. Until finally, they were defeated, and their great army fled our lands. Now, England lies divided, its old political order washed away. Too long have we fought amongst ourselves. Now is the time to unite as England.
People are coming to the castle.
89 Carat, thank you for subscribing.
England is divided, weakened from a decade of fighting. West Saxe has suffered greatly, but its star is on the rise. It is your fate to bring order back to these lands. You have vassals under your protection who are sworn to aid you in time of war. They are Gwent and Glewisic to your northwest, Defan and Kernu to your west, and Sooth, Saxe and Kent to the east. It is important to maintain good relations with your vassals. If you do not, they may choose to break your treaty rather than join your war. Rumors abound of new Viking incursions in the south. You will need to build up your defenses there to make sure you are not caught off guard when they strike. One of your armies is ready to attack the southern rebels. Dealing with this threat promptly will bring much needed stability to your lands.
Okay, so that's the intro and overview by the advisor given. We have our first objective. Eliminate the rebels. We'll gain internal stability for 5 turns, plus 5 public order, and plus 50% unit replenishment multiplier all armies. Lovely stuff. Just gonna have a quick look at the Twitch chat. We go say hello everyone joining in now. All good. Hey Simpsy. And yes, 89 Carat, thanks for subscribing for 2 months in a row, dude. Much appreciated. So yes, this is the new Total War Saga game, Thrones of Britannia. And it's out May 3rd. So it's our starting army. The Swine Array. We have Alfred, of course, who is an absolute beast of a general. He's already got 10 command, which gives him plus 100% to his bodyguard size. So he actually has 200 men in his bodyguard. He's got insane amounts of influence as well, and he's already got Scribe, which I kind of wish he didn't, but we can't reset that. It's only when you pop a point in before you hit confirm. But I guess he was a, he was a good governor as well. He was a good leader run. He's a legendary general. So what does this give us? Taunt level 2 enables raise banner plus 10 command. Or that's what's given him his command. I see from the start. Legendary general, all the command, plus 5 influence and plus 10 melee skill for all units. Melee skill in Thrones is a combination of melee attack and melee defense. So yeah, this is after the Great Heathen Army. So we're going to go and deal with these rebels. Alfred's unit is Elite Sword Infantry, Royal Companions. I think we should rename this army, though. So quickly in the Twitch chat, let's give me some name suggestions to rename this army instead of the Swine Array. Got our capital at Wintoncester. Okay, Winchester, which is where I went to university. I kind of wish that Seaxe was playable, because technically I live within their kingdom, within their realm. Well, just down here. Do I like historical games or the fantasy games more? There's been more historical games, so I've had more of a more time to sort of play them. I really do enjoy the Warhammer games, and I'd certainly like to see more fantasy titles in the future. But I am excited for, you know, more historical content as well. Alfred's Wheeze, Ethelstan's Revenge. I quite like that. The tea sippers. Is there a way to decode melee attack and defense from it? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'm assuming it's the combination of melee attack and defense, because if you hover over it, it says this determines both the hit chance, or the chance to hit the enemy, which is melee attack, and also block their attacks, which was melee defense. So I'm assuming it's just bundled together as one single statistic. I don't really quite know why. I guess it makes sense, though. The Tea Lords. The Bane Geld instead of the Dane Geld. Pub Crawl. Kettle Killers. I quite liked Ethelstan's Revenge, to be honest, so I think I'm going to go with that.
People are coming to the castle.
You can't quite have the A and the E together, but we'll leave it like that. And thank you, Max, just subscribed. Much appreciated with your Twitch Prime. There we go. Ethelstan's Revenge. So without further ado, God, look how much money we have. This thing is, compared to starting off as Gwyneth, which I'm doing on my YouTube campaign, so much more money. But that's because, if we go to our diplomacy quickly, this is all the territory we hold. We hold, does it actually tell me how many territories we hold? No, I think it's like
People are coming to the
24?
castle.
The Fed just subscribed. Thank you very much, dude. Much appreciated. Enjoy the Twitch emotes. But yeah, we've got that, and we've also got 6 vassals. Cornwall, Seaxe, or Seaxe rather, Devon, Gwent, Glywysig, and Kent. So we've got all of the south under our control. Someone was asking a very good question. Am I going to kill my vassals in my whole conquest, or will I vassalize them? Eventually, no. I will kill off my vassals as well. All will be the West Saxe red across the map. But they do not like us, though. So it'll be interesting to see if they break away at some point. Let's arrange things by attitude. So most of my vassals like me. Even Mercia's not too peed off. We'll probably be going towards East Anglia first. East Anglia, I should say. Right, let's go in against these rebels. Battle out with them. We can night attack if we want to, but I'm going to keep it in the day and jump on in and fight this one. Hey Max, I'm glad you are a fan. Thank you. You're a king. Execute the vassals that dislike you. Exactly, yeah. Punish them. I should go and just, yeah, stamp my foot down on them. But that'll probably make us, like, treacherous or something like that early on. Oh, it's raining. Well, of course, it's England. Let's wait, though, so we can get a dry day. Foggy. Dry. I would like to see this mechanic changed a little bit so that you've only got, like, maybe one chance to do it. Just because normally you just skip until you get a dry day, and I'd like to almost, in a way, I'd kind of say take that out, and you just stuck with whatever weather's there as more of a challenge. Right, they're over there. I can't move forward to this clearing. One thing I do hope they add in is the ability to toggle off foliage, because as beautiful as it looks, it is hard fighting in trees on thrones. got a scout horse, which we'll put on the right flank. And Alfred's unit, put at the back here. Let's take a look at them, though. There he is. Alfred the Great, King of Wessex. Do that 6 to weather. Yeah, that should be fair. That should be a rule, maybe. From now on, I'm not allowed to click wait. I have to deal with whatever weather I get. Does this have Twitch integration yet? In what terms? I think this has, because it's based on the Attila code base, it still has, like, you can stream directly from the game, but it's not got any kind of, like, interaction as such. Silence, advisor. Blow the horns! Forward march! Have you ever played Mount & Blade Warband? I've played a lot of Mount & Blade Warband. There's a fair bit of its content on my YouTube channel. I think I've even streamed it in the past. They've got spears, but they do have a strong infantry unit, but they don't have +10 commands. They've only got 100, whereas Alfred has 200 royal companions, which are very strong infantry units. So what abilities have we got? We've got metal, gallantry, 30 seconds, +10 melee skill, accuracy. That's pretty good for archers. Taunt, raise banner, rally, and shield castle. Okay, so they've only got 1 unit of archers, whereas we've got 2. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Pop my cavalry into wedge. We just need to get our archers in range. They're moving forwards to us. So it's about to begin. Send our cavalry in. Oh, I forgot. Turn them off skirmish mode. Archers, don't shoot our own cavalry unit, please. See if we can get my cavalry out of there as we go in with the Thanes. No. Cavalry's broken. Nice. We're breaking them.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Things. Hit hard. Cavalry. Get them. Things. Attack.
Send the Thanes over.
General. The men are rallying. Annihilate them. Missile.
Hold, Alfred, hold! Like clockwork. Do you know if this game contains any major events like Warhammer's Chaos Invasion? There are Viking invasions as part of the ultimate campaign victory, which you'll have to deal with. And there are a couple of kind of like dilemma type events. But we're just destroying his royal companions. Up our melee skill to 72. Bring him in. Performance is actually pretty good. It's definitely better than Attila. I haven't done a comparison video yet, but that's from on my plans of things to do next week. Is to do a, you know, like a 20v20 army and land and siege battle on Attila, and compare that to the frames on Thrones as well, and see what we get. I mean, just comparing the benchmarks, I get way more on Thrones. A good, like, 15-20 more FPS in general. It's not as heavy when you zoom right in on combat. It's still, you know, pretty taxing, but then most Total War games are. Alright, let's end the battle. My cavalry survived, to be fair, so that's not too bad. There we go. So 113 losses, not too much friendly fire, which is good. I'm glad that we've got the total kills tally back at the end of battles as well, which is nice. So we've slaughtered most of them. We can kill them, take on warriors, or we can ransom them. Seems we've got plenty of money in this kingdom. I'm going to just take on warriors, even though it's only 4%.
Forward as one. The men have trained for this.
Seems we've got more archers, we'll fight defensively. That favours missile-heavy forces. They are only scout cavalry as well. They're super light cav, so these guys aren't going to do amazingly.
Let us advance.
Okay, mission succeeded. We have internal stability. Our warfare is at -15, so we take a penalty of -1 public order, -5 fame, -25% unit replenishment multiplier, -20% replenishment chance all units because of border wars.
We await your commands.
Okay, so Alfred's done there. We're going to go for quartermaster because that increases his campaign map movement range. And we're going to bring him back to Winchester for now. In fact, let's just check out diplomacy. We're not at war with anyone just yet, but it's probably going to kick off soon. And let's have a look. So we've got the Church of St. Swithin, which we can do. We can increase for more public order. Let me just jump through my provinces here. We've got another army on this border with Mercia. The Wild Hawks. Kind of like that name, actually. Let's move this army over, though. Everywhere is very nice and happy, though, which is good. Oh, what's this? Hunting grounds. That's pretty cool. All those estates. Ideally, we want to improve things like that. But actually, let's start from kind of the center and go from there. As such. Let's go from Winchester, upgrade that. I don't think we need to upgrade that one just yet. We've got plenty of food at the moment. Are we getting a certain amount of food from our vassals? Or is that just our income that we get from vassals? We get a certain amount of their grain, I wonder. That gives quite a nice amount. Porchester. Let's upgrade those fields as well. And yeah, bringing Alfred back. Technology-wise, we haven't got anything unlocked to start with, so we'll need to just recruit some units to get on with that. Other than that, I don't know what to do with Mercia, because they can go into quite a few wars early on, so it might be an opportune moment for us to sweep on up and claim a lot of ground. So I'm going to leave them for now. I'm going to leave all the diplomacy for now, in fact, because trade is automatic. So let's end the turn. Yeah, minor settlements work quite differently in Thrones compared to some other Total War games. They're more Minor settlements, I would say, think of the outlying buildings that you had in Empire Total War and Napoleon Total War, because in those games you had things like equine stables and estates and stuff outside of your main city, which is essentially what the feel is of minor settlements in Thrones. Each sort of minor settlement is based on a sort of more strategic resource. So some are fields for farming for your food income, others are for the strategic resource that they're on, like mines for gold and lead and copper and what have you. So it's more about so that they are not garrisoned as such. I wouldn't have minded to see them garrisoned, to be honest, because it does actually make it quite a task to be able to defend all your territory, because the AI will just go through and, you know, claim all the minor settlements quite easily because there's no defense to them. But yeah, it's taken a fair bit of time to get used to. I swear, every Total War when I get early access or just play it for the first time, it's always like a massive like, oh, forget everything I know because this has changed and this has changed. So you can cut out a city's food by taking out. So yeah, essentially you can try and starve out other factions. If you take a lot of their minor settlements and their strategic resources, they won't have enough food to be able to produce more troops without massive penalties. They'll start taking attrition and waste away. So it's quite good. So yeah, the trade is automatic in Thrones. You're already automatically trading, and instead of non-aggression pact, you have a declare friendship. Which is sort of just the path to improving relations. Anyway, we've got our next mission. Our next mission has been issued, which is eliminate East Anglia, or East Engel in this. +2 influence for Alfred will be the reward. And our governor over here, we're going to give him the scribe follower, because that gives him +5% income and 1 governance. And governance slowly reduces construction costs for buildings in the province and reduces corruption as well. And another general is a warrior, skillful, funny, iron fist, arbiter. Quartermaster for you, so you can move further. You go over here. The Great Viking Army, so yeah, that's who we've got to go after. Do you know if the AI suffers stability from loss of minor settlements? I know we're fielding 2-foot armies, more region. Well, I haven't played like deep enough into a campaign, but I mean that's my tactic going in, of trying to cut off the AI supply. I would assume so, because the AI very much goes for your minor settlements where possible. So I'm hoping very much that the way that Creative Assembly have crafted these minor settlements reflects on the AI as well. That, you know, if you cut off their food supply, they're going to struggle as well. Beach trader to a beach market. Market all regions. That's farm. There's quite a lot in that. All adjacent provinces. Yeah, let's upgrade that and upgrade the farm there. We're not recruiting any more troops at the moment because we're not in a city. Although, actually, this army can get a few more troops. And yeah, we've also got armies, a right number of levy units. So yeah, we can recruit a certain number of levies, then we have to go for sort of stronger trained units. I'm going to go for just, yeah, lots of cheap spears in this army. Feared archers. Thanes, royal thanes. Right, so I'm going to save the better units for Alfred's army. Actually, can we get any scout cav? Can, it's just we don't have enough money. Okay, so they're now recruited in there. So yeah, recruiting works differently in Thrones as well. If you're not familiar, you now have the full pool of units that are available to you. They replenish out of their total capacity. Well, there's a chance for them to replenish each turn for another one to appear. When you recruit them, they're mustering, so it's taking time to basically rally your troops and bring them all in from the fields to your army, and then you can obviously go out on the warpath. We're 2 turns in, so that's all we're doing there. Another end turn. Turns can be quite quick in Thrones early game, at least. That's what I've found, because often there's not, you know, a huge amount to do. Once you're set on your path, you get a mission off on your quest. For us, it's to head to East Engel and slay the Vikings that have settled there.
My reputation grows.
Do further new or the old recruitment system? It definitely takes a bit of getting used to, especially because the AI can now, you know, grab a couple of troops and then, you know, move straight away. Often where you think you're safe, you're not, because the AI will move in with a general. Think, oh, it's just one general, and then suddenly he's recruited like 5 units. Okay, they're you know, not at full strength, but that's still a sizable sort of increase to, you know, to their force and their strength there. I don't know if I prefer this or the old one. This echoes back in a way similar to like the Medieval 2 recruiting system. I think I've got quite used to the more recent recruitment system in the Warhammers and Attila and Rome 2 and what have you. I don't know if... I don't dislike it. I think that's probably as far as I'll go at the moment. I think once I've played a campaign or 2, then I'll know more if I prefer this over other systems and what have you. So we're doing all that, upgrade that. Yeah, we're just going to focus on building up the Hampshire province. I should take a look at my other nobles, though. What have we got? Loyalty's good. It's nice to actually start as a faction that has decent loyalty for all of its lords. And we can see our faction tree here. We have a daughter, Ethelfled, or something along those lines. Oh, my Anglo-Saxon, I remember at uni, was awful as well. But then so was my professors, to be honest. Actually, having to speak it is not exactly a requirement. We've got Edward down here, who is our heir. Actually, no, he's not our heir. Our heir is over here. Wilhelm. I'm going to swap that over to Edward, because we're only 29. I'm going to swap that over to our actual son, rather than our nephew, over here. And we'll do that before he comes of age, because if he comes of age and we then disinherit him, he'll be pissed. There we go. So Edward will now be our heir. Sorry, Ethelhelm. You'll be a good fighter, I'm sure. All good. Wilhelm has a most insufferably smug grin in his picture. You feel the game has improved or gotten worse compared to other Total Wars? In some aspects, it's definitely improved. If you think, I kind of feel that with Saga titles, what we're going to see is sort of Creative Assembly testing out some features, and what have you. So I think it's going to be a bit of like a dev's playground, and it'll be interesting to see which of those features get enhanced or taken further into the, I kind of guess, primary big Total Wars. But I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far, for the most part. There's some things I don't like. But I'll probably... I don't know if I'll do a full review as such, but once I've got further into a campaign, I'll be able to make more of a concise and focused, you know, what's good, what's bad. In fact, I'm probably going to do another cutie discussion on the good and the bad of Thrones of Britannia. I'll probably start that on May 3rd on release, so then can get you guys to share your input and thoughts as well. When you say Saga Total Wars, you mean the smaller ones? Because the new big one is 3 Kingdoms, yeah. These are slightly smaller Total Wars focused on specific, you know, time periods or locations. Obviously, this one, the British Isles. Mercia want a declaration of friendship for now. Sure, that will secure the northwestern border. I going to do a multiplayer campaign? Possibly. No, like, immediate plans to start one up, like, tomorrow or anything like that, but, I might well do. War fervor has increased. Good. Economy has stabilized. Dublin and Mead are at war. A thunder and lightning army.
We can't.
Are at war. Oh, it's led by Guthrum. Let's go slay him. We don't need to build up to a full 20 stack just yet.
To glory we march.
Not with this army, anyway. We can start improving and adding more troops in. What do we need? We've got plenty of archers. We'll give the Thane horses to Alfred. Yeah, we'll give you an axe unit as well. Yeah, our food surplus is slowly going down because we're just building up our forces. We should be able to get 2 full stacks. But we will need to improve our regions a little bit as well. Winchester's got everything set up. So, in fact, can I look at provinces? What's our highest earner? Somerset and then Hampshire. So let's go to Somerset and start improving you guys as well. Yeah, let's upgrade that first. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to improve the strongest ones first. Is Three Kingdoms a total Saga game? No. So Thrones of Britannia is a Saga game. Three Kingdoms is the next, you know, big main title as such. Cavalry charges. I'm quite happy with cavalry charges in Thrones. I swear every Total War there's either hit the spot perfectly with cavalry charges or they miss the mark and it has to be sort of tweaked in patches. And I kind of feel that with Thrones they've definitely got it right. You get a decent impact with cavalry most of the time, unless the charge hasn't got enough speed or something like that. A fleet of Viking raiders has arrived south of Britannia. Okay, they're going to go and raid Kent. To be fair, if we don't help our vassals out too much and allow the Viking raiders to take their territory, we can just kind of swoop in and claim it ourselves later on, which can be a bit sneaky, but it's a way that we can directly control land. I mean, I guess you could do like a Wessex challenge, really, where you instantly declare war on all your vassals at the start and be like, screw it, let's do it. You should improve your major city in the south to protect the Viking. Yes, Southampton, yeah, for sure. General, yeah, more quartermaster in there. So yeah, there are more Viking raids on the way. Scribe into everything. Everybody scribe. Where are we? Here we go. Yeah, so they tend to try and hit Southampton, which you can't do. You can't build any defenses there. Once we build this up, we'll probably put in the extra garrison building, so that we're shored up at Winchester. But Guthrum's blood calls. In fact, what we could do is we could throw some of these troops into Alfred's army to give him a nice full stack early on. So let's do that. So we'll use the Wild Hawks as a bit of a supply force for him. Yeah, another one of those ones in there. Those axes. I'm going to recruit some more cavalry, so let's do that for now. But we'll have to do that next turn.
State your orders.
That's all good. Right, back to Somerset. Because we've got some mines, and that'll improve our income. We'll hit our public order a little bit. That's fine. We've got 2 priories, so they'll help with public order. That's all good. So we're about to face down Guthrum. It's just the spelling of the name. It's Ethelstan's Revenge. Typically, you'd have it was the A and the E joined together. I don't know what that is specifically called. I forget. But you know, both were capitalized as such. When is Three Kingdoms coming out? There's no set date so far. I think they've said 2018, but no date. I imagine not till end of the year. I found in my Gwyneth campaign, AI can be pretty challenging. In fact, I dabbled with a Gwyneth campaign before I started the YouTube recording just to get a bit of a sense of what was going on. And the first time I played as Gwyneth, Mercia invaded... Well, no. Powys dragged me into a war with Mercia really early on, and then I got overwhelmed by a massive Mercian invasion, and it was relentless. The AI just was like, no, going straight for my throat. It was brutal. So yeah, we've got a mission to eliminate East Anglia, East Angle. So let's go on in and kill him. In fact, we're going to go into Guildford first of all, and I'm going to get this Thane Horseman unit and another one of these axes and another Saxe warriors, and then we're going to go kill him. And we're going to bring all of our vassals in, hopefully. They've got a vassal, Rantibrew.
See you on the battlefield.
Yes, you will.
Attack, man.
War is declared.
All forces.
18 stack versus 6. I mean, seeing as it's their king, let's jump on in and fight it. Crush him. Yes, the Isle of Wight is a region. I mean, AI good in the total game. The AI's, you know, it's. I don't think it's any worse than previous titles. I think the campaign AI is getting better and better with each title we see. Battle AI probably could do, you know, could always do some more tweaking, but I guess that's probably the hardest AI to code because of the sheer number of inputs a player can put against the AI and for that to recalculate all the time. But it's been tough. It's been tough. It's been a few battles. All right, we said the rule was now I've got to go with whatever weather is there straight away. I'm not allowed to wait for this campaign. Would you consider setting rules to make the game a bit harder for yourself? I mean, potentially. It depends what they are, because, you know, the weather one's just a bit of fun, really. It's not meant to be about, you know, adding too much more of a challenge, really. I just enjoy kind of just going through the game, seeing what it throws at me, especially for the first, like, Let's Play or two. But I mean, if there's something that makes sense, you know, doing or adding in as a challenge, then potentially, yeah. Axes on the flanks, and I'm going to put the spears on the right flank to defend here. Not just behind. We're going to move the whole formation forward in a minute as well. Cavalry to here.
Set for war. Ready. Battle awaits.
Move up. I actually really don't like we've got this massive clump of trees in front of us. Okay, let's shuffle over here. And we'll draw them out into the open ground.
Your light melee infantry are useful for flanking the enemy. The enemy tremble before our superior numbers.
Look at the Napoleon campaign. I think the Napoleon campaign's more of a reaction to the insane number of armies that Darth Mod sort of spawns in or helps the AI create. I don't think restricting units is necessarily a fun way to do it, because I'd like to have big battles ideally. But you never know. Oh yeah, the Welsh campaign is the regular series on my channel, on my YouTube channel. It's out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In fact, once I finish this live stream, probably an hour or two after I finish it, the next episode of the Welsh campaign, the Gwynedd campaign, will go out. So don't worry, that's still happening. This is just another campaign that I'm doing, primarily on Twitch, but I am recording at the same time, so it can go up on YouTube in sort of hour-long episode chunks. Does it have head-to-head or co-op? I believe so. I believe it's multiplayer campaign. I actually haven't looked at the multiplayer campaign settings, but I've not been told otherwise that they've not got multiplayer campaigns to them. I think it's the same as normal co-op and versus. No, this is out May 3rd. This game. I look like Gimli. I'll take that. Quite happy being a Gimli. Yeah, if we push forward actually, then yeah, we'll still have a bit of high ground here, and we can actually see Guthrum rather. He's obviously improved his command a bit because he's got 110 men in his unit rather than just 100. But it's nothing on old Alfred with 200 royal companions. with 65 melee skill compared to Guthrum's 55. Will there be a regular schedule for streams? Not exactly, but if you follow me on Twitter, I tend to try and post that. I want to get back into the habit of, at the start of the week, laying out my plan for when streams are going to be. So that'll probably happen next week or the week after. But with this series, I'm planning on just streaming it a couple of times a week, or in one big session each week for, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours, and then from that, making 2 or 3 video recordings.
Enemies beware!
We're running forward because they're fresh, so it shouldn't affect them too much.
God is with us!
You're welcome, Dirty Harry. Glad you enjoy them. So yeah, 200 men in Alfred's unit. That's because he's got rank 10 command, which increases the commander's unit bodyguard by 100%. So he'd normally have 100 men in it. It's obviously doubled. I think we've actually moved a little bit too far forward.
Ready for war!
We should get there just in time. Flank on round with the cavalry. Nice archers. They're pulling back, try and get their archers out.
Our general is under attack.
In we go. Some slow-mo. Crunching together. Here comes Alfred's unit. In comes the cavalry as well. Oh, just cut them all down. Get these guys out of wedge as soon as possible, because having them in wedge reduces their melee skill. We've crushed this flank with my axemen. Same with this flank. The long axemen got a wedge formation. Oh, they do. Nice. Here they come. Yeah, the detail on the units looks really nice. I really like the shields and the detail on all that. Just really hoping they add in blood and gore effects. Wow, that's massive. There's Alfred. Oh, and he's up against Guthrum. Oh, he's down. He's down there somewhere. On the floor. Hey, Bailey, I'm good, dude. We play defensive battles with shield walls. Yeah, so you've got shield castle, but it's a static formation. You can't like advance with it, which I wish you could do this little like crawl forward, get those sort of Last Kingdom shield wall battles. But it's good for shielding your men from missiles and sort of absorbing charges. Yeah, the long axes just kind of barrel on in there. Wish I kind of went in and swung. What doing uni? Did you learn about this period? If so, can you use some history snaps as I play? Yeah, to be honest, I really need to get my books out and like some of my old, well, like reading documents and essays on the stuff. I was trying to think, how long has it been since I was at uni? It's 2013 is when I graduated. Let's go cut these guys down. But yeah, my first topic was on Anglo-Saxon England, so it was just after this period, basically, that I studied. We studied a bit of this period. We studied sort of the formation of what is England as such. Okay, let's move forward with the Wild Hawks as well. They can go in here. We can recruit some new units for Alfred's army or for either or. Well, I would do actually. We can only get 2 more levy units. It gives us +5 food production. So we can summon more, I think. I wish it's not going to show me here until I actually go over the limit, I think. No, it won't until I actually recruit them. But if you go over the limit, you can go over it, I believe, but you'll obviously have a detrimental effect because there'll be less men working the fields as such. I think I'll go back to Shogun before. Probably not. I mean, Shogun is actually probably my least favorite period, just because the Civil War. You know, you just didn't have that much variety in units. It just felt very, very samey. I didn't really like the sieges in that. I don't think we'll recruit anything just yet. We'll wait till next turn. We'll invest more over here. And then end the turn. Vikings Last Kingdom. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Last Kingdom. I actually need to. I haven't really watched all of season 2. I like started it and then I don't know. Something obviously came up. I need to get back into that. I really enjoyed the first season though. It's good. Yeah, Shogun. I enjoyed Fall of the Samurai actually. I enjoyed Fall of the Samurai more than the base game.
I have reached a new
I'm wondering how diverse a sort of faction, or rather, it's not faction, a unit pool will get for Three Kingdoms, to be honest. Because I guess that could sort of go the same way as Shogun 2, surely. But I mean, I know nothing about that period's history at all.
ready and eager. Dig in. We'll be here.
So yeah, we're going to attack London pretty shortly. Just thinking, what final units do we want? Another sword unit, yes please. Probably more cavalry would be nice. But actually, we've got very few spears, haven't we? Three's fine. There we go, full 20 stat. We need to replenish a little bit, but we can probably still move in next turn anyway. More onto Quartermaster to increase our campaign map movement range and upkeep cost reduction. Good. Technology, though. We've done enough to unlock melee specialists. After 3 turns, we'll unlock Royal Thanes, which is nice. I do quite like the technology system in Thrones, because you unlock... You start by unlocking technology to begin with by actually kind of doing something that would make sense towards it. So, getting better spear units, you unlock that by recruiting 10. I think the same is true for melee troops, same for archers. Which just makes sense from like a practical standpoint. You can't just instantly research better siegecraft if you've never attempted siegecraft before as such. So you unlock better siege techniques by winning 5 sieges. I do like that. That's nice. I do want more money. Upkeep cost for all units faction... Oh, province-wide, damn. I was like, faction-wide? Oh, my days. That would be good. I know we can upgrade things elsewhere. Ooh, pottery. Yes, please. Like me some pots. Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting when we start getting shown kind of preview stuff for Three Kingdoms. It's gonna be interesting. What do I expect in Total War Warhammer 3? I'm hoping lots of chaosy stuff, demons of chaos and things like that. Potentially ogre kingdoms, chaos dwarfs. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm kind of learning the Warhammer lore and world as I go, but from what else is potentially out there, I'm interested to see as well what the massive triple campaign map is going to be of all the campaigns fused together.
The men are ready to serve.
Right, what do you reckon, Twitch chat? Should we go in and attack London now, or should we wait another turn or two to replenish up so that we can kind of keep pushing through against East Engel? What's their strength? Our strength rank is 1, obviously, because we're pretty good. This is force. They've still got some armies somewhere. Wait a turn, do it. Attack, do it. Wait a turn, take it. Replenish in London. Replenish and wait for spring. Replenish and wait. Don't forget to upgrade the major city in the south. Yeah, we've just upgraded Winchester, haven't we? So we can put in the garrison building. Which is, where is it? The patrols. Which I think, yeah, I will do that. Whack that building in there. Top suggestion. I'll upgrade the trade wharf. Attack. Wait. I'm pretty sure it's wait, so I'm going to wait. I'll wait a turn. The other thing you can do is you can, when if you've got loads of units in the pool ready to use, what you could, if you wanted to get an army that's at 100% strength straight away, you could just recruit multiples of them and then keep merging the units together, so you get smaller, well, you get less units, but you'll merge them together to get full strength straight away. But you need a really full pool of available units to be able to do that, to get a full stack. Yes, this is early access. The game comes out on May 3rd. The one right on the coast, you can't upgrade its walls. Southampton, you can do that, and there are no walls. It's gonna get taken straight away. The only way to defend it would be to put an army there. I'd rather build up the garrison at Winchester, because once they barrel through Southampton, they're going to head straight to the capital. The major city in the south, west of Winchester. Oh, that's what you're talking about. West of Winchester? Oh, right, this one, Wareham. Oh, I see. Yes, that one definitely needs to be upgraded and have some walls put in it as well. We're going to defend Winchester, first of all, with that one. In fact, actually, what other buildings have we got here? Quite a lot. Do we think we need the garrison at Winchester? I mean, probably. This adds more garrison as well, but do we want the extra garrison, I guess? Yeah, the playstyle, getting used to Warhammer 2 and 1 where you could build up walls everywhere if you needed to from minor settlements. Not having a way to defend the minor settlements without an army is quite a challenge. Hey, everybody new that's tuning in. I could send the second army back if I need to. I kind of wonder if it might be better going for an economy building over here, or something to do with anything that gives a bonus to farming income, like the water mill. What do we need technology-wise for that? Build an upgrade within the granary, or terrain chains, or conquer a region with the highest building. Because that would be good for all of this, because we've got lots of farming. You definitely need a garrison. Ah, solid. Let's throw it in. We can always get rid of it later. Oh, hello, Saxa.
We cannot.
Are you going to go in and take London? Don't think you can.
All forces in good
I can next turn.
People are coming to the castle.
St. Olaf just subscribed. Thank you very much, dude. Oh, and they're back with a larger army. Back and in greater number. Does leaving a building slot empty cause slums? I do not know, actually. That is a good question. I wouldn't have minded if you'd had, like, if you could eventually sort of upgrade minor settlements with little palisades, like at the top part of their, if you upgraded, say, because obviously a lot of the minor settlements only have one building in them, but I wouldn't have minded a system where if you upgraded them to the maximum level, which it's 5, I wouldn't have minded if that had added, like, palisade walls and, like, say, 4 garrison troops to represent, like, the villagers arming themselves and coming together to try and fend off foes or something. Oh, look! They brought their,
Not possible.
Not an option.
Ready and eager.
they brought their warrior, their vassal down to help out. I wonder how strong that army is. It looks... Oh, it looks... Yeah, Bloody Yours looks pretty strong.
The men are ready to serve.
We can ignore them and take London and then just defend up, seeing as these guys are going to come to defend us as well. I think we're going to bypass them and take London. But we're going to go via... Oh, no, actually, no, we can't, because it will take a turn to siege. So... Oh, we can't take you out either. Ooh. Because if we go in, we have to hope that Thunder and Lightning are going to help us out. The pick I have has the wrong Viking helmet. What? What do I hope the next Saga game is going to be? I honestly have no idea, to be honest, because this just opens up loads of possibilities. Yeah, I can give these guys an attack order to go for that army. I'm just wondering if... I can't remember if these guys take their turn before this lot.
All forces in good order. As you were, men.
Also, we've got to be careful here, because it's marshland.
By the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, these guys would have siege for a bit. I just don't want them to definitely take it. We see we'll take attrition if we move in through here. I can't actually tell.
We can take them.
Not an option.
I'm going to tell these guys to attack that army.
We await your commands.
And I'm going to put you guys together here.
Moving up.
Support one another, and then we'll push over next turn. See how that goes. Water landing to bypass the walls. That is also true, actually.
Do our utmost.
Yeah. Should have done that. Should have gone into the water. And then strike next turn straight away. Ooh, I do like a good old naval invasion. We can upgrade the Royal Hall again. Takes 8 turns. It's a pretty big investment. It does hit our food production a little bit. We've got a nice amount, but actually... could go for more of that. Bonus income. Salt chain buildings. Food production plus 10. More salt. All the salt. Nothing else we can build there. Actually, no, I know what I was meant to upgrade. Cancel that. This one. So, oh, we're just a few coins out. Damn it. Sorry, Bridgeport. Yeah, I promised I'd upgrade this one, didn't I? Can't upgrade you guys yet. Okay, let's see what happens.